Welcome to Wow, Who That? We're excited to share our energy and enthusiasm with you through our videos. Get ready for a wild ride of fun, laughter, and awesome content. We'll be exploring all sorts of topics, from the latest trends to the most interesting people. So sit back, grab a snack, and join us on our journey. Remember to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Let's get started.
Raymond Kroc was born on October 5, 1902, in Oak Park, Illinois. His parents were Rosemary and Alois Kroc. Alois made a lot of money with real estate during the 1920s, and unfortunately lost his all with the stock market crash in 1929. During World War I, Kroc became a Red Cross ambulance driver at the age of 15, driving with Walt Disney. The war ended months after he started in the Army. The following years Kroc worked at a lot of jobs like selling paper cups, doing real estate like his father in Florida, and playing the piano. After World War II, Kroc found employment as a milkshake mixer salesman for a company called Prince Castle. When the sales dropped because of competition from lower-priced mixers, Kroc was already looking for new opportunities. He remembered one of his sales and was impressed by Richard and Maurice McDonald, who had purchased 8 of his multi-mixers for their San Bernardino, California restaurant. So he decided to go back and visit them in 1954. After a lot of meetings they came to a deal considering a franchise agreement. As one of the first things he did was that Kroc sent a letter to Walt Disney. They had met as ambulance attendant trainees during World War I. Kroc wrote, "I have very recently taken over the national franchise of the McDonald's system. I would like to inquire if there may be an opportunity for a McDonald's in your Disney development. Since Disneyland opened without a McDonald's, most probably, the proposal was returned without approval." Kroc has been credited with creating an amount of innovations in the food service franchise industry. Among them was doing only single-store franchises instead of selling larger, territorial franchises, which was an industry standard back then. Kroc found out that the sale of exclusive licenses for large markets was best way to make money for everyone. Above all else, Kroc wanted one single approach for all of the McDonald's locations. Without the right to create changes himself, Kroc knew that it would be difficult to achieve that goal. Kroc's strategy for McDonald's included establishing locations only in suburban areas next to well-used roads. Restaurants were to be kept always clean and neat, and the staff must be polite to children at all times. The food was to be standardized and restaurants were not allowed to put their own variations to the menu. There was to be no waste of anything. Everything should be used and then properly disposed. During the 1960s, new fast food chains appeared that used McDonald's model, including Burger King, Burger Chef, Arby's, KFC, and Hardee's. Kroc became frustrated with the McDonald brothers' demands to not expand too rapidly. The McDonald's brothers also kept telling Kroc that he could not make changes to the original concept of McDonald's. They never allowed any change to happen, which was brought forward by Ray Kroc. In 1961, he bought the company for $2.7 million. It was this amount so that after taxes each brother received $1 million. Harry Sonneborn, whom Kroc referred to as his financial wizard, helped him with getting the funds for this deal, and so their partnership began. In the end, Kroc didn't like the fact that the brothers would not transfer to him the real estate and rights to the original San Bernardino location. The brothers had told Kroc they were giving everything to the founding employees. In response, Kroc opened a new McDonald's restaurant near the original McDonald's, which had been renamed the Big M because the brothers did not have the rights to the name any longer. The Big M closed 6 years later. Supposedly that was partly because of the buyout Kroc promised, where he would continue the annual 1% royalty of the original agreement, but there is no evidence of this beyond something which was said by a nephew of the McDonald brothers. The brothers themselves always publicly talked positively about the deal. Kroc kept improving on the assembly line speedy service system for food preparation that was started by the McDonald brothers in 1948. He standardized all the flows within every McDonald's, ensuring all the food would taste the same in every restaurant. He set explicit rules for franchisees on how the food was to be made, portion sizes, cooking methods and times, and packaging. Kroc also rejected cost-cutting measures that keep the standards high. These strict rules also accounted towards customer service standards, with such rules that money be refunded to customers whose food was not correct or to people who had to wait more than 5 minutes for their order. At the time of Ray Kroc's death, the McDonald's enterprise had 7,500 stores in the United States and in 31 other countries worldwide. The total system-wide sales of its restaurants were more than $8 billion in 1983, and back then he was worth over $600 million. Kroc retired from running McDonald's in 1973. Then he started looking for new business adventures and he decided to go for baseball, the sport he already liked his whole life. After doing some research, he found out that the San Diego Padres were for sale. The team had been sold to Joseph Danzansky, who planned to move the Padres to Washington. However, the sale was tied up in lawsuits when Kroc purchased the team for $12 million, keeping the team in San Diego. In Kroc's first year of ownership in 1974, the Padres lost 102 games, yet drew over 1 million in attendance, the standard of box office success in the major leagues during that era. The San Diego Union wrote, "Kroc was above all a fan of his team." In 1974, while the Padres were on the brink of losing at 9-5 in the season opener at San Diego Stadium, Kroc took the microphone in front of the fans. Then he shouted, "I've never seen such stupid ball playing in my life." The crowd agreed and cheered in approval. Frustrated with the team, he handed over operations of the team to his son-in-law, Ballard Smith. "There's more future in hamburgers than baseball," Kroc said. After his death, the Padres in 1984 wore a special jersey with Kroc's initials, ROC. They won a lot that year and played in the 1984 World Series, which they lost to the Detroit Tigers. Kroc was a part of the inaugural class of the San Diego Padres Hall of Fame in 1999. He also started the Kroc Foundation, a foundation which supports research, treatment and education about various medical conditions, such as alcoholism, diabetes, arthritis and multiple sclerosis. It is famous for the Ronald McDonald House, a charity that provides free housing for families close to hospitals where their children are receiving treatment. Kroc's first two marriages to Ethel Fleming and Jane Dobbins Green ended in divorce. His third wife, Joan Kroc, was a philanthropist who did a lot of charitable contributions after Kroc's death. She donated to a variety of causes that interested her, such as the promotion of peace. After she died in 2003, her remaining $2.7 billion was distributed among a number of charity organizations, like $1.5 billion donation to the Salvation Army to build 26 Kroc centers, along with a $200 million donation to National Public Radio, as she believed deeply in the power of public radio. In 1980, Ray had a stroke, and after that he entered an alcohol rehabilitation facility. He died 4 years later of heart failure in a hospital in San Diego, California, on January 14, 1984, at the age of 81. So to conclude, Raymond Albert Kroc was an all-American businessman. He bought the fast food company McDonald's in 1961 and was its CEO from 1967 to 1973. Kroc is credited with turning McDonald's into the most successful fast food corporation in the world. Due to the company's growth under Kroc, he has also been referred to as the founder of the McDonald's Corporation. After retiring from McDonald's, he owned the San Diego Padres of Major League Baseball, MLB, from 1974 until his death in 1984.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed our latest video of Wow, Who That? Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you never miss a video from us. And if you have any suggestions or requests for future videos, let us know in the comments below. Thanks again for all your support and love, we couldn't do it without you. See you in the next video.